In this video, I'm going to give you 100 writing tips in hopefully under 10 minutes. To save time, I will not include context, but a lot of it can be inferred. With that out of the way, let's do this.
Number 1. Find your own voice. You can take inspiration from other authors, but don't copy them. Number 2. Stay true to what you want to write. Don't let trends influence that. Number 3. Write what you understand. Research what you don't. 4. Learn the basics of grammar and different styles of writing. The basics are extremely important. 5. Be patient. It's a long process to write something worthwhile. 6. Write regularly. The more you do it, the better you will become. 7. Show scenes more than you tell them. Paint the reader a picture. 8. Be disciplined. Write when you schedule it. Don't miss deadlines. 9. Know your target audience and what they want. 10. Always be ready to write something down. Inspiration can come at the strangest times. 11. Learn from your failures. They're more important than your successes. 12. Always be learning. The more knowledgeable you are, the more it will enrich your writing. 13. Stay flexible. An outline will always be changing. 14. Brain dumping can be helpful. Write everything you're thinking. This leads to great ideas. 15. Do not skip the outlining phase. 16. Start with a general outline, then break it down into detailed chapters. 17. Prioritize the key plots you want to include. 18. Plan character arcs in the outline as well. They are the most important. 19. Use a 3-act structure: beginning, climax, and resolution. 20. Set goals for each scene. Know their purpose for the greater narrative. 21. Research, and more research. 22. Create a timeline to keep track of time passed in each event. Your readers will notice time inconsistencies. 23. Always carry notes to update the outline. Keep those notes organized. 24. An outline evolves with the story. Always be reviewing and changing it. 25. Have someone else look over the outline. Second opinions matter. 26. Characters are the most important part of a story. 27. When creating a character, ask yourself 3 questions. What do they like? What do they hate? What do they want more than anything? 28. Define goals for their development. 29. Characters must have detailed backstories to inform their actions throughout the story. 30. Give them believable flaws. No Mary Sues in good writing. 31. Give each character a unique voice in their dialogue and way of thinking. 32. Give each character their own special design that makes them stand out. 33. Pick and choose which characters you develop in the story. You can only focus on a few. 34. A protagonist is only as good as the antagonist who opposes them. 35. Give the antagonist a believable backstory and flaws, too. 36. Characters should have distinct relationships and dynamics with each other. 37. Make sure a character evolves and changes over time. Otherwise, why follow them? 38. If a character dies, there must be a good reason for it. 39. World building is just as important as the plot. It strengthens the story. 40. Establish believable rules for the world. 41. Keep these rules consistent. 42. Create a history and timeline for the world. 43. Design different cultures. Think about language, architecture, and traditions. 44. At least sketch a map to have an idea of where things are. 45. Consider the geography of the land. That affects where things are too. 46. Develop economies and trades between nations, if there are different countries. 47. Create myths and legends for the land. 48. Define what kind of technology this world has. 49. Create unique names for each area and its people, as well as character names. 50. Develop plants and animals special to that world. 51. Think of what daily life is like in the world, and show that with the characters. 52. Make sure the stakes of your story are known. What happens if the characters fail? 53. The conflict should be introduced immediately. 54. Pace each chapter correctly. Do not rush or go too slow. 55. Do not go into too many subplots. Stay on track with the main story. 56. Keep character arcs consistent throughout the narrative. 57. Write out of order if you are stuck. There are no rules against that. 58. Use the web method. See the web method video for details. 59. The conflict introduced in the beginning should be the same one as in the climax. 60. Make sure to include foreshadowing. 61. Include at least one plot twist. 62. Consider different characters' views on the situation, even if your story only has one point of view. 63. End the story in a satisfying way. 64. Review and revise it multiple times before moving on to line editing. 65. Take a break from your manuscript before going back in to edit, especially if you're self-editing. 66. Read your chapters aloud. This will help you find errors more easily. 67. If you're traditionally publishing, they will guide you through editing. 68. If you're self-publishing, editing can cost anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000, so save money beforehand. 69. Revise a book in stages: developmental, line, and copy editing. 70. In developmental editing, you fix the story by making sure the character arcs, plot, and the world are consistent. 71. In line editing, you fix grammar, description, and dialogue errors or inconsistencies. 72. Finally, in copy editing, you make sure everything is accurate, clear, and readable. Don't forget formatting, too. 73. Most fiction is 70,000 to 110,000 words, so plan accordingly. 74. Middle grade and young adult fiction is 20,000 to 80,000 words. 75. Finally, science fiction and epic fantasy can be up to 180,000 words or more. 76. Always be open to feedback. Separate yourself from your work and be objective. 77. Have multiple people look at your work. Beta readers are also a great idea. 78. Traditional publishing is for people with budget constraints or who need help with the writing process and/or marketing. 79. Self-publishing is for multi-talented do-it-yourselfers who ideally already have their own author platform. 80. In traditional publishing, you usually query for an agent. Then that agent helps you find publishers in exchange for a percentage of your book's profits. 81. It can take months or even years to find a publisher who wants to publish your work. 82. With self-publishing, you can get a book on the market quickly, in exchange for having to do everything yourself. 83. Many who self-publish hire an editor and other team members. All expenses will come out of the author's pocket. 84. In traditional publishing, a publisher will pay a large sum of money to buy the rights to your book. 85. In exchange for that money, they now own and normally have the right to change your story however they want. 86. Traditional publishing royalties are an average of 5 to 15%. That's the profit earned per sale. 87. Self-publishing royalties are 40 to 100%, depending on the method you use to publish. 88. Some traditional publishers do not help with marketing. The amount of involvement will depend on the publishing house. 89. Less than 1% of manuscripts sent to traditional publishers will get published. 90. Traditional and self-publishing both have huge pros and cons. The one you choose depends on what you want. 91. Know your target audience and tailor your marketing plan toward them. 92. Build an author platform on social media. 93. Create a good-looking book cover. Yes, people do judge a book by its cover. 94. Optimize your book blurb to hook the reader immediately. 95. Encourage readers to review your book. The more reviews, the more it is ranked. 96. Host a book launch event. 97. Form communities with other writers and influencers. 98. Pay for advertising, if and when you can. 99. Stay consistent with your audience. Always post consistently. 100. Love what you do. You won't make it if you have no passion.
Whoa. I can't believe we got through that. If you've stuck to the end of this video, thank you so much. This is inspired by a real guide I've written that contains 101 tips for writing. Although the tips in this video are different from the book, for legal reasons, of course. Still, if you want to check out the book, the link will be in the description. It's a little dated, I wrote it back in college, but I still think it has a lot of helpful tips. Which tip in this video was your favorite? Let me know down below. I'd love to do more writing challenges like this, so if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. With that, I hope I've inspired you, and I'll see you in the next video.